Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all having a really awesome day. Today's video, well firstly before I get into that, I'm actually using my camera microphone to record my audio right now, so hopefully it sounds pretty good. I usually use my phone to record audio, so hopefully this isn't too janky sounding. I think it'll be fine, but if not, I'll have to do a voiceover. But if there's no voiceover, it worked, yay! But today's video is a challenge video. And I actually haven't done a challenge video in the longest time, and I'm excited to get back into them. But for this one, I'm actually kind of nervous for. It's the one color challenge, and that's basically my take on the one marker challenge. And I would be doing the one marker challenge, except that all of my markers are completely dead and dry, and I haven't had time to refill them or the money to refill them. I don't really like using markers that much, honestly. I'm more so into watercolor and like actual painting. So I decided to take my own little take on the one marker challenge. I'm sure other people have done with watercolor. I forget who started this trend, but it's a pretty old challenge and I'm kind of late to get on the bandwagon of it. But I hope you guys like this. This is actually I pre-drew and sketched and inked this little 9x12 piece of watercolor paper. It's just a random character. I don't really have any specific ideas for it. I wanted to keep it pretty simple and pretty, not really have a theme almost, because I don't want to end up like drawing like some type of underwater character and then get like red or something. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to keep it kind of plain since I've never done this before. And I am going to be using my Winsor & Newton watercolors. This is my half pan set. I got it forever ago, but I'm going to take all of these except the blacks and grays, since those are just not like interesting colors, and I want to get an interesting color. I'm going to take all the colors that aren't blacks or grays and put them in this bowl and pick one out randomly. And then along with these, I'm also going to be using various liners. I already lined this again, as I said, but I might need to add extra lines or line again, depending on what happens when I start painting. So I'm going to allow myself to use my liners, and then of course gel pens and things to do highlights at the very end. And I hope this turns out good. I'm kind of hoping for a dark color, since if I get a darker color, I can have more varieties when it comes to like coloring. Like I can water it down and make it lighter, or I can make it really saturated and dark if I take it right out of the pan. But I just don't want yellow. Or I don't want like a super light color, because that would be impossible to work with. And I know this whole challenge is about how you don't need a lot of colors to make art, and I totally believe that you don't need barely any colors to make beautiful artworks, but I feel like yellow is gonna be kind of hard. So hopefully I don't get yellow, and if I do, I'll work with it, but like fingers crossed I get like a good color. And I'm going to be drawing my colors blindfolded. Oh, and I'm using this like aqua brush, whatever it's called. I'll link all of my materials down in the description below. And yeah, let's get started with getting all of these into this bowl. Okay, so I put all of my half pans into this little bowl, and I have my eyes completely shut, and I am not going to look at what I draw, and I'm going to draw one color from here, and then that is what I will use to color in this illustration. So please no yellow. Oh my god, my phone just went off, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to pick a color. Oh, that noise is horrible, I'm sorry. And I want this one. Oh my god. Horrible, freaking yellow. Oh, I don't want to use yellow. Okay, so this is, oh, it's not really yellow, it's yellow ochre. But like it's still a yellow, so I'm not that happy with it, but I'm not gonna redraw it because I'm a good honest artist. So this is yellow ochre by Winsor & Newton, and this is what I will use to color in this illustration. So I'm going to speed up the painting process and probably do a voiceover over it. And yeah, so wish me luck, you guys. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna turn out subpar, I think. Okay, well firstly, I do not mean to offend anyone who actually likes yellow ochre. I am just not a big yellow ochre person, I think. And, you know, in this challenge, I feel like everybody's always wanting to get like a blue or a purple or like a red or like a deep dark color so you can play around with lights and shadows more. And with this color, it was really hard to get lots of contrast, especially when you're dealing with a character hair, mushrooms, and a background. Like, that's too many things for a yellow, but I think I made it work, and though I don't really like this piece that much at all, I do think it turned out a little bit better than I thought. And just so you guys know, I originally sketched this character with a freaking purple watercolor pencil, and basically when you mix yellow and purple together you get like a brown. So the purple watercolor pencil was coming up and I did not realize what I was doing until it was too late, and it became almost brownish in some parts, and I was able to kind of cover it up, but especially in the final image you see, it feels very brown, and my camera for some reason makes the yellows look crazy orange almost, but the real color was kind of dull and gross. So yeah, that happened. And then also, just so you guys know, if this goes up on Wednesday, I will be in town, but if it goes up on the weekend, I will actually be in Florida, and I'm going to pre-film another video depending on which day this one goes up for that weekend. So I will for sure have 2 videos up this week, and I will have plenty of other updates in the description down below. I like this challenge. I think I'll do it again, especially since I really want another color other than yellow, and maybe play around with more dynamic poses in the next one. I would freaking love to get like a deep green or like a red again, or maybe a purple, but I feel like I do so much purple. It was kind of fun to use a yellow. I admit it was kind of fun to use a yellow, even though I'm honestly just gonna put this piece in like a folder and never look at it ever again. So, and just so you guys know, I did not look at that drawing again, and I did not realize that intro was so long. I felt like, okay, firstly, that was my first kind of long intro that I've done, just one cut, one take, whatever. I didn't even edit that any, and I think I just started talking and then realizing that I was just fluently talking. So I just kept going and I didn't really realize how much time was passing. So I'm sorry for the longer intro. I'll make sure I put links in the description to like the different times of when I draw the colors, if you've already heard of the challenge and stuff like that. So yeah, I will put all of my social media links down in the description below, and if you guys have any other challenge suggestions, please leave them in the comment section, and if you have any questions, I will get to all of them, as always. And if you are not, please subscribe and join my art family. I post 2 videos a week, sometimes. I for sure post 1 video a week, but I sometimes do 2 videos. And I'm going to have another video out this weekend for you guys, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!